Uh, Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have had the Security Council consultations on UNMIL this afternoon. So as a wrap-up, as president of the meeting, members of the Council commended Liberians for their peaceful conduct of the October 10th elections. They also commended the use of established legal mechanisms to address complaints. Members of the Council emphasized the importance of successfully completing the electoral process within the constitutional timeline and called on the Liberian authorities to ensure a credible and transparent second round of presidential election on the 26th of December 2017, including through full participation of women and youth. They also urged all stakeholders to refrain from violence irrespective of the outcome of the election. Members of the Council expressed their support and appreciation for the important role played by the SRSG using his good offices and political support towards a historical and peaceful transition. They also expressed their appreciation to UNMIL and expressed also their hope for its orderly drawdown. Members of the Council recognized that the current peace-building efforts in Liberia need to be further consolidated for its democratic progress and socio-economic development, and stressed the importance of international partners to continue to support to this end. Thank you.
The UNOCA meeting in the morning, because there was not a stakeout after that. I wanted to ask you about Cameroon. There was a whole paragraph in Mr. Fall's briefing about it, but he seemed to only talk about the killings by security forces. Of security forces. Was there any discussion of this Anglophone issue? And I heard from one council member that he did get some feedback. Could you give anything you could say would shed some light on it, since he didn't speak?
Not to the detail of the discussion. Yes, we did some discussion on that particular topic, but as president of the Security Council, I should refrain from going into such a details. But yes, we did. We addressed the issue within the discussion today.
Ambassador,
yes.
anybody approached you about possible Security Council resolution on Jerusalem?
Well, as president of Security Council, I haven't heard or approached such an issue.
No text, no nothing, because there's a
well,
lot of
talk about it. As far as the press
it.
reports and other de facto informations are spreading out, but as a president of the Security Council, I haven't heard any.
American move to recognize Jerusalem as the capital.
There's no change of our fundamental position regarding this issue of Jerusalem. We support the two-state solution, and also the final status of the Jerusalem should be decided through the peaceful negotiations by two parties. Yes, that's.
But you haven't seen any text, or have you?
No. But of course, we witnessed, we have a chance to read the various press reports available, thanks to your extensive work. But as a president of the Security Council.
Do you have any comment regarding yesterday's briefing by Mr. Feldman regarding his trip to DPRK?
DPRK. Well, I have no particular comment on what Mr. Feldman briefed to you yesterday concerning his recent trip to DPRK. But having said that, yes, that's the all I can say.
Mr. Ambassador, is the Security Council considering further action concerning North Korea, like a presidential statement or even resolution?
Well, I think yesterday we had the informal discussion within the chamber with the after the Mr. Feldman's visit to North Korea. But all thing I can say now at this moment is that we have to take note of that. The Security Council has passed the resolution in a unanimous way. So I think that all the member countries of the Security Council, as well as the member countries of the United Nations, would do utmost to implement the resolutions, the relevant resolutions, including the most recent one, so that the North Korea abide by those resolutions and the decisions of the international fora.
Was the idea of direct talks? I mean, while the meeting, almost as the meeting was going on, the Secretary of State of the United States said, you know, that they're open to talks without preconditions. Did the idea of whether to talk or not Japan's position on it, but what was the discussion after Mr. Feldman's briefing? Did it get into whether talks are a good idea or not? Just that topic.
Well, before answering your question, first of all, Mr. Tillasson's comment you mentioned. I have no comment on that Mr. Tillasson's statement, as various press reports reported. But I think I'm not sure whether this is my role as the president or role of a representative of Japan. The fundamental thing here is that all member countries, including the Security Council members, will implement the Security Council resolutions so that we maximize our pressure against North Korea, so that they change their attitudes and policy. And at the end of the day, North Korea will have would come as a proposed dialogue. So that's what I can say.
So no product on North Korea on Friday?
Sorry?
No product on North Korea on Friday?
Well, at this moment, I should refrain from making any predictable comments for say what will come out of the Friday meeting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.